Hey guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower board gamer, picking up his mic and putting it on his lapel because I never forget anything. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in to today's video. Now, remember how to make this work. Hi, it's me. We are bringing you our third race in the Pioneer Short Track Series. Welcome to Play.com Red, White, and Blue Racing Pioneer Short Track Series, brought to you by Federated Auto Parts, the company I work for, and would really like it if you supported them, as well as another little plug. If you get the chance, please support your local short track. I guarantee that there is one within an hour of you, and short tracks are where NASCAR got its start and are where some of the best racing happens nearly every weekend. My local tracks are Delmar International Speedway, the US 13 Dragway, and Georgetown Speedway. They need the support of fans getting out there and filling the bleachers with bodies, and they are disappearing, so please support your local racers by attending an event. So let us go ahead and recap thus far. We're at our third race. If you want to pause, you'll be able to see the venues, but the third race is going to be at Occoneechee Speedway in Hillsboro, North Carolina. It's a 1-mile dirt oval, and pit stops will be used in this race. Our winners so far in the first race at Charlotte Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina, Speedy Thompson in his number 46 Chevrolet, and in the last race, Buck Baker in his 87 Ford in a thrilling final turn pass from 7th all the way up to 1st. Displacing Myers and taking the win for his Ford and his team. So here we are. Hillsboro Speedway is out. Straight up on the groups. 1, 2 top, 3, 4 middle, 5 bottom, 6 dual. 7 is control with a little mark that says conclude the turn with a problem roll in the bottom group. And then also, if trouble in 12 comes up, use control for the last 4 turns. No trouble, control. So let's go ahead and get on with the qualifying, shall we? Always got to qualify. Let's see. How many TV drivers are we going to have? Again, I'm only doing 1. I need to shuffle these up a little bit. Never did that. Dink. Everyone can see me. I shuffled in. Every day we shuffled in. So these shuffle surprisingly well once you got them broken in. Let's cut a third down, and let's go right here. So we're going to have TV drivers, 1, 2. How many fast drivers? 6. Here we go. Might get some unsungs in the race this week. Slow drivers, going to be 3, and the rest will fill as we go. So they can go there. These guys are slow. These guys are fast. These guys are TV. Our first TV driver, Lee Petty, in the 42 Plymouth, hailing from Randleman, North Carolina. Let's see what Lee Petty has in store for us for this race. Down it down. Let me get out my race week, because I don't have that out yet. I need that. I need that by race week. Okay, you can go there for the moment. Let's see. He is gold. Lee Petty, 22, is going to be TV Event X. Oh, nope, TV interviews. That's later. Is it? No. That goes straight to TV Event X. Okay, yeah, cool. So let's see what we got going on there. TV Event X goes to the book. Da-da-da. That was a 5. If it comes up. 1-6 driver makes TV comment about the Occoneechee Speedway race here in Hillsboro this week. Not a great one. Placement C. That's going to put Lee Petty, blue die in the middle, group 5. Alrighty. Lee Petty, all the way back here. Let's see. Brownie King is our second final TV driver in his 32 Chevrolet from Johnson City, Tennessee. And let's see what he's got going on. We don't need the black dye anymore, just red, white, and blue. 33. That's going to be TV Event X again. These guys are going at it. Alrighty. Re-roll those. 1-5. Crew Conflict. Placement D. Oh, goodness. D. Trophy driver in the bubble stack. Very well. Bubble stack is going to go right there for the moment. Now let's move these guys. That is a bubble stack. Bottom group will go right here. Okie dokie. That is that. Now we're up to our fast guys. We have Tim Flock. Gold. Pole position. Tim Flock in his number 91 Hudson, hailing from Fort Payne, Alabama. Lloyd Moore, next position in the bottom group. Lloyd Moore makes it into the race. Where was Brownie King at? Where was Brownie King at? I didn't put him anywhere. X, placement D. He was bubble stack. Oh, I had a third one? Bill Blair? Now, I was pulling off the top of that. Dear Lord, no, I never lose track of anything. Okay, no one in the bottom group. All right, Junior Johnson, gold, is going to go right here in his number 27 Chevrolet from Rhonda, North Carolina. Herb Thomas is going to be starting in third in his number 92 Hudson from Olivia, North Carolina. Bill Amick needs a 1-2 to compete, and he's got a 2. Silver, he is going to be highest available position in the top group. Amick is going to start in 4th place. And we have Jim Reed, the 7 with the star Chevrolet from Peekskill, New York. He's going to be in the top group as well. Yes. Then we have the slow drivers. Jack Smith, silver, is going to be bubble stack. Tiny Lund, bronze, is going to be bubble stack. Eddie Skinner does not qualify. And then we're going to finish out with the rest of the story. Let's see. Bottom group will be going here. Cotton Owens with a silver. Highest top, highest middle, highest bottom, bubble stack. So silver is middle. Bob Florian, if he rolls a 2 or a 1. Not in attendance. Possum Jones, bubble stack. Clyde Minter, bubble stack. Jimmy Florian, bubble stack. Frank Mundy, 1 through 3 to be in attendance. And he's in this race as well. He'll be in the middle group. Red Byron is going to start in the bottom group. Gober Sosaby, as long as he rolls a 4, will be in the middle group. Otherwise, he is elsewhere this weekend. Honeydew list, hard to tell. 6. Nope, Sosaby is not in this race. Ralph Ligori is bubble stack. Dave Terrell, bubble stack. Sarah Christian is bubble stack. Richard Petty, bubble stack. It's right there. Billy Myers lost the race last week to Buck Baker on the last turn. He's going to start right there in 10th. Paul Goldsmith, 1 to 3. 2. He's starting in 6th place with a gold trophy. Jim Pascal is starting after I drop him. Oh, goodness. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Bronze. He goes to the back. Bill Rexford, bronze, but a 1 or a 2 to Participate 6. He will not participate this race. Joe Eubanks rather, sorry, goes to the back. Let's spread these guys out. I've learned my lesson. Johnny Allen is bronze. He'll go to the back. Curtis Turner is silver. He'll start in 11th. I think I can move these guys over here off to the side. Yeah. Jimmy Llewellyn, bronze. He's going to start in the bottom group. Elton Hildreth is going to start in the bubble. Pernelli Jones needs a 1 or a 2. He's not going to be participating in this race. Bob Welburn, silver trophy, starts in 12th. Gold trophy for Buck Baker in 7th. That's your top group. LD Austin in bronze is going to be bottom group. Marvin Panch silver, starts in 13th. Donald Thomas is bubble group and bubble stack and probably not going to make this race. Speedy Thompson, winner of race 1 at Charlotte, is starting in 14th. Fred Harb, bronze, goes to the bottom group. We're starting 30 cars in this race. Ralph Moody, 1 or a 2? Nope, he is not going to be in attendance. Slick Smith goes to bubble group, bottom group. Now, bubble. Bill Blair goes to the bottom group. Bronzes are going there. Duh. Blackie Pitt, Herschel McGriff. Marshall Teague needs to roll a 1 or a 2. He's going to go to the bottom group. Room for one more on the bottom group. Fireball Roberts, gold, is going to start in 15. Fonny Flock in 17. Gwen Staley could round out the bottom group. 3 or less. No. Dewig, bubble group. Rex White, gold, is going to be 18th. Eddie Pagan needs a 3. Nope, he's not going to be here. Dick Rathman, gold, 19, 1 spot left. Al Keller is a silver. He needs a 1 in his Jaguar. He does not do it. Herman Beam, the turtle, is going to take the final spot. The bubble stack is not going to participate. So let us go through our field here. Row 15. Outside, Herman Beam in his number 19 Ford from Johnson City, Tennessee. Marshall Teague in his number 6 Hudson from Daytona Beach, Florida. Row 14, Bill Blair is outside in his number 2 Oldsmobile, High Point, North Carolina. Fred Harbin is number 17 Ford from High Point, North Carolina. Row 13, outside, LD Austin and his number 74 Chevrolet coming from Greenville, North Carolina. Jimmy Llewellyn in his 56 Ford. He's coming up from Archdale, North Carolina. In row 12, Johnny Allen in his number 64 Plymouth. He's from Greenville, South Carolina. Joe Eubanks inside on row 12 in his number 82 Hudson, Spartansburg, South Carolina. Row 11, Jim Pascal in his 41 Plymouth. He's coming in from High Point. Red Byron in his 22 Oldsmobile. He is from Tavares, Florida. Row 10, outside, Lloyd Moore in his 59 Ford from Frewsburg, New York. Dick Rathman in his 120 Hudson, regular so far from LA. Rex White outside row 9 in his number 4 Chevrolet. He's in from Taylorsville, North Carolina. Fonny Flock in his number 14 Chevy from Fort Payne, Alabama. Row 8, Lee Petty on the outside in his number 42 Plymouth from Randleman. Fireball Roberts in his number 22 Ford, hailing from Tavares, Florida. I called someone wrong. Red Byron, Plaster Cove, Virginia. Red Byron, sorry about that. Row 7, Outside, Speedy Thompson, number 46 Chevrolet. He is in from Monroe, North Carolina. Marvin Panch in his 98 Ford from Menominee, Wisconsin. 6 outside, Bob Welburn in the number 49 Chevrolet machine from Denton, North Carolina. Chris Turner in his number 26 Ford, Naples, Florida. Row 5, in 10th position, Billy Myers in his number 14 Mercury. Germantown, North Carolina. Inside on row 5, Frank Mundy in his 23 Studebaker, Atlanta, Georgia. Row 4 outside, Cotton Owens in his number 90 in his number 6 Pontiac from Spartansburg, South Carolina. And inside on row 4, Buck Baker, last week's winner, number 87 Oldsmobile from Richburg, South Carolina. Outside row 3, Paul Goldsmith in his number 3 Chevrolet from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Inside, Jimmy Reed in the number 7 Chevrolet, Peekskill, New York. Outside in row 2, Bill Amick in his number 97 Ford from Portland, Oregon. Herb Thomas in his 92 Hudson, Olivia, North Carolina. Inside row 2. Outside of the front row, Junior Johnson in his number 27 Chevrolet from Ronda, North Carolina. And our pole sitter, Tim Flock, in his 91 numbered Hudson, Fort Payne, Alabama. And let's do a little quick tidying up a couple things and we'll get to racing. Okay, we are just about set to go. Move these this way a little bit because I notice a driver is out of view there a little bit. Lloyd Moore in the number 59 Ford. We are Pioneer Short Track Series race number 3, Occoneechee Speedway in Hillsboro, North Carolina. This is a 20-turn race. 1 mile dirt oval, so pits will be in action in number 7 and 17 lap. Thirds of the race are going to be delineated by lap 7, lap 14, and then 15 through 20 are going to be the final third of the race. Again, if quality check comes up on the race cam number 7 control, we conclude the control check for whichever group with the problem roll for the bottom group, whoever is down here. And if the trouble comes up in the final 4 laps, we do control instead. And I think we're just about ready to go, folks. Here we go. Hillsboro, North Carolina, turn 1. And it's going to be bottom group. And 7, we're looking control, so there's going to be a problem down there as well. Alrighty, so control. Herman Beam needs a red 3, doesn't get it. LD Austin, red 2, not happening. You can go back there a little bit. Control. Jim Pascal, red 4. He gets it going after 5, even with a blue 3. Now I'm going to say Lee Petty is able to fend that 3 off easily enough. Red Byron, red 4, needed, doesn't get it. Lloyd Moore needs a blue 3, does not get it. And now we've got a problem. So, let's stick this here so I can see it more easily. A problem. Finder. It's going to be 62. Bottom group, driver number 20. Don't have a driver number 20. Let's roll again. 23 is going to be driver number 5. So Johnny Allen has a problem. 1, 2. Cooling problem, roll for repair. So he is going to come out of there. Roll for repair. Escape is +2 on this track. No change to repair. Rolls a 3. Yeah, no problem. Repair first for an E is a 3. Wow, I was close. But he is going to stay in the race. Just move to the back. Dink, dink, dink. And everyone cycles on up. Off the bottom of the bottom group. That is turn 1. And your race leader is number 91, Tim Flock. So we'll go ahead and mark that. Turn 2 coming up. Let's have trouble in turn 2. It's going to be bottom group, and that is going to be 6, skill quality. We are doing Johnny Allen needs a red 3. Gets it. Blue 6 against 6 odd. Dick Raffman. So Johnny Allen is going to come all the way up to the back of the middle group. We're looking for skill. Marshall Teague needs a red 5. Gets it, going after 6 odd with a blue 5, and that's going to be a change of position. Marshall Teague. So Johnny Allen came forward a couple of spaces. Marshall Teague takes that spot, 19th. Looking skill. Joe Eubanks, red 3. Blue 1 against 2 odd. Skill and a brake pedal. Not going to happen. Skill, Jim Pascal, red 4. Rolls a red 2. He's going after 4 even with a blue 2. 4 even, blue 2, control, and a brake pedal. No go. Skill. Nope. Takes us to Lloyd Moore. Needs 3 red or less. Doesn't get it. And that is going to be turn 2. Turn 3 coming up here at Occoneechee Speedway in Hillsboro, North Carolina. This is going to be the middle group, and they've got a problem. Problem finder. 45 is going to be driver 4 odd, which is going to be Fireball Roberts. Has a problem. Let's see what it is. 55. Odd problem. Pit crew A or B? D. So he's got an odd problem. Let's roll again. And on the problem finder, we have 36. Radio problems with crew chief. Go to the end of the bottom group. Alrighty. He's going to go down there. No caution. Let's see who comes up. 3 red for Lloyd Moore. Gets it. So he will fill the gap. And we'll shoot these guys on over here. Dink, 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 dink. And that is going to be turn 3. Race leader still Tim Flock. Behind him, Junior Johnson, Herb Thomas, Bill Amick, and Jim Reed in the top 5. We go to turn 4. And that's going to be a duel, and this is going to be a feud and fume. And I have brought Rex White, and where is he? In the 23. Da-da-do. Had him, Frank Mundy. So they are feuding. Let's see. Feud and fume. So Mundy is going to be the rabbit. Turtle is Rex White. 8. Turtle to the bottom. Rex White to the bottom. Red Byron, is he able to fill the gap? Needs a 4. Gets it on the red die. So let's shuffle everybody up again. And Rex White, I want to say he is fuming again. Alrighty, that is turn 4. Turn 5. Bottom group. 4 is going to be TV. There are no TV drivers in the bottom group. Lee Petty is the only TV driver in the entire race. Let's go turn 6. Top group. Here we go. Movement among the leaders. 8 is going to be Smart. So we have Buck Baker needs a red 5. Smart is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tim Flock is defending in a blue 6. Not able to make it happen. Smart. Paul Goldsmith, red 5. Or less, blue 6. No. Jim Reed, red 5 or less, blue 6. No. Bill Amick, red 3, blue 6. Had the gas. Flock fended him off. And that is going to be it for turn 6. We're heading into the pits. Turn 7. Into the first third of the race. Where you at? Get out of there. 6. I'm going to have penalties. 4 and 2. Since there's only one TV driver, we're going to roll this to see which group. 3 is going to be the middle group. 2s and 4s are going to move to the back. So these guys are going to come up. Boom, 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 boom. But 6 TV drivers. Lee Petty's the only one with a chance to get a performance chip, so we will roll for that. Oh no, Lee Petty is in the bottom group. Where did he start? Started there, came up. Okay, yeah, so boom. No one gets performance chips. Let's see if anyone can pass Tim Flock coming out of the pit. Dink, dink. Driver 1, red 6. No, Junior Johnson is not able to do it. So we come through the 7th lap in the first third of the race. Still leading the 91 Hudson of Tim Flock in second. Junior Johnson in his 27 Chevrolet. Third, 92 Hudson of Herb Thomas. Bill Amick in his 97 Ford. And Jim Reed in his number 7 Chevrolet are going to round out the top 5. Paul Goldsmith, Buck Baker, Cotton Owens, Frank Mundy, and Bob Welburn make your top 10. Let's go to the 8th turn of this race. And that's going to be bottom group. And we are looking for control with a problem at the end. Speedy Thompson needs a red 5 or less. Gets it. 2 even with 5. Yes. And Thompson makes a huge move to towards the front. Bob Welburn looks like he's got some problems. He's falling off the pace and he is dropping back. Control Curtis Turner with a 5. He gets a 2. He needed 5 or less. 4 even. With a blue 4. Control. That's enough to get past Lloyd Moore, who went from 20th to 14th and now back to 29th. Nobody out of the race yet, as the race has been caution free and everyone's been able to handle their problems. Lee Petty needs a red 5, going after 5 odd with a 1. And yes, Joe Eubanks is not able to defend Petty back up into the middle group. Didn't stay in the back long. Hard charging towards the front. Control Billy Myers has needed a red 4 or less. Doesn't get it. Rex White gets less than that red 5 he needed. 6 even with a blue 4. And yes, he's going to get in front of Jimmy Llewellyn. Take 18th place. Control Fireball Roberts wants to get back up front. Red 6 can't do it. Needed a 5. Dick Rathman needs a 5 as well. Red 3 going after 2 odd with a blue 2. 2 odd with a blue 2. Control and a brake pedal. Marvin Panch is able to stave off the challenge. Herman Beam. Red 3 or less. Going after 3 odd with a blue 1. And Marshall Teague has that brake pedal, so he's not going to do anything there. Control. That is going to be the end of turn number 8. Except that we have a problem. So let's see who has the problem in the bottom group. 2. 6 is going to be driver number 6, Fireball Roberts. What do we got? A 1, 2. Cooling problem. Roll for repair. He's a D. Second, third. He's going to need a 3 or less. No, he is going to be out of the race. He has retired from the race. Fireball Roberts is our first. 22. DNF. 8th turn. 8 PR 22. DNF. Out. Cooling. Alrighty. Let's slide these guys on forward. No caution comes out. Caution-free race thus far. Let's go to turn number 9. Nearly halfway through this race. 6 is going to be dual. 3 is going to be the number 3 car on top. Duals are compulsory. They must do it. Herb Thomas needs a red 5 or less. And he gets it. He's going to take over the lead from Tim Flock. Escape is +2. Well, he's a 10, so we're going to say he needs to roll an 11 or less, and he does. So Tim Flock takes it there. Performance chip for Mr. Herb Thomas. And we've got a new race leader. 92 starts leading on 9. So Tim Flock 1 through 8. New race leader here at the end of turn 9. Turn 10 coming up. We are halfway through this race. Herb Thomas on top with a performance chip. That's a duel, and Tim Flock is going to take it at him with that 3 again. Try to remove that chip. Red 5 or less, and doesn't do it with a 3. No. That concludes turn 10. Turn 11 coming up right here. Cacked. Foul ball, roll them off. It's going to be middle group, and that is going to be a 7. So control with a problem in the bottom group. Got to remember to do that. We'll put it right there to remind me. Control, middle group. LD Austin in his 74 Chevrolet needs a red 2, doesn't get it. Rex White needs a red 5 or less, does. Going after number 2 with a blue 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flock is able to fend him off. Lee Petty, red 5 and a high blue would get him up there. 5 with a 3. 1, 2. He is able to exchange places with Paul Goldsmith. Lee Petty into the top group in 6th. Jim Pascal with control. Needs a red 4. Does not get it. No gas. Red Byron. Red 4. No gas. Curtis Turner. Needs a red 5 or less. Does so. Can't take a blue 1 to the top group. Fonny Flock. Rolls the 5. Going after Lee Petty with a blue 5. Control 2, 3, 4. No. Fonny Flock is able to take that spot. Petty essentially moves up a few spaces in the middle group. Marvin Panch needs a red 4. And he gets it. He's going after number 4 with a 2. 1, 2. Jim Reed is able to fend off the challenge. Speedy Thompson in the 46 Chevrolet. Needs a red 5 or less. Does not get it. 4 or less for Frank Mundy. He gets it, going after number 6 with 2. Control. Buck Baker is not going to fall to a blue 2. Cotton Edwards with a red 4. And does not get it. That is going to be nearly the end. We have a problem in the bottom group. 54 driver is number 16. We only have 10 down there. So let's roll that again, get a higher roll. Without a red 5 for a change, maybe. 41 ain't going to cut it. Number 10, driver number 10, Bob Welburn has the problem. Let's see what it is. 24. Tire rub dropped to the front of the bottom group. However, as the highest in the bottom group, the driver in 20th place. So drop to the bottom. Well, he's already there. We're going to do something that I've seen before. Ready for this? Lap down. He's already there. He goes a lap down. So let's see. Turn 11. 49 tires. Lap down. It's going to need a caution to get back up. Boom. That is turn 11. Still your lead driver is Herb Thomas. 9 turns to go, and Thomas has that performance chip up there. Daring someone to knock it off. Number 12 is going to be top group, and they are looking for the star quality. Buck Baker's not a star. I'll be darned. Fonny Flock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got to be a blue 6. Red 5 or less. Blue 6. Nope. Star. Tim Flock. Red 5 or less. Blue 6. No one's going to be able to take that chip off of there. Junior Johnson. Red 5 or less. Blue 6. Doesn't make it happen. And we go to turn 13. 7 turns left in this race. I will be pitting after 4 more. What have we here? Bottom group. And that's going to be rare. We have a rare thing happening. Let's find out what it is. Rare results. Bottom group 41. Surge. Driver moves to the top of the group. And 31 is going to be driver number 7 moves to the top of the group. That is Billy Myers and his number 14 Mercury. So slide everybody back down to make room for the new group leader. He surges. Billy Myers and his number 14 gets to 20th. And that's going to take us to turn 14, final lap of the middle third of this race. It's going to be bottom group, and that's going to be 6. Skill. Lloyd Moore needs a red 3, 4 or less. Going after 3 odd with a blue 2. 3 odd with a blue 2. Skill and a brake pedal. No go. Skill. Joe Eubanks, red 3 or less. Going after 6 odd with a blue 6. LD Austin drops back down to the bottom group. And Joe Eubanks takes a spot at the back of the middle group. Skill. Dick Rathman needs a red 5 or less. He gets that red 5 going after 5 odd with a blue 6. And Paul Goldsmith is going to relinquish his position. Falls off the pace. Dick Rathman charging hard in his number 120 Hudson. Skill. Johnny Allen needs a red 3 to see if he can make a push. He's under it. 4 odd with a blue 3. 4 odd with a blue 3. No skill, only 2 brake pedals. So Red Byron goes back to the bottom group from whence he came. Johnny Allen up in 15th. Skill, and that's going to be it. For turn 14, a little bit of changing around. Turn 15 coming up right here. Bottom group 3. There is a Problemo. Let's see. 1-6. Driver number 3, Bill Blair. What is his issue, ladies and gentlemen? 5-4. Bumped from the side. Internal damage. Roll for repair. He is an E. He is out of this race. Bill Blair. 2. DNF 15. Problem 2. Internal damage. Out. And that is going to take us to turn 16. We're going to slide these guys back up. Oi. Oi. 27 of the original 30 motor cars remaining in this race. 5 turns to go. 50 miles remaining in this race. We got a duel, and it is going to be 5-6. Number 3 cars in the middle group, which is going to be these guys are right here. It is compulsory, so Marshall Teague is going to go after Bill Amick. Doesn't really matter. Go after Junior Johnson. Red 5. He gets to 2, so he's going to take Johnson's place. Johnson, escape of 7, plus 2 on the raceway, so he needs a 9. And Johnson, right there, Johnson is feuding, we'll say, with number 6, because it's Jimmy Johnson. Performance chip from Marshall Teague, our number 2 driver. And our other Lee Petty is going to go after Tim Flock. Gets it with a red 3. Tim Flock, 10 to escape, plus 2, so we'll make it needs an 11. And gets the 11. So performance chip for Lee Petty. Tim Flock, we're going to say 91 and 42 are feuding. Why not? I'm going to say Junior Johnson's even fuming. Let's put in there. He is fuming. He is fuming. That's going to be turn number 16. We are coming into the pits, and we'll go through the field as we come out of the pits. But let's see what this pit stop has in store. Top group gets fast pit chance. 3s and 5s are swapping. Now we get to do some fast pit checks. Alrighty. And this is probably going to keep these guys exactly where they are. Herb Thomas needs a 10. He gets a chip. He's got 2 up there. With only 3 turns to go. Marshall Teague needs a 4. Not happening. Lee Petty with an 11. He's good. Fonny Flock with an 8. Not happening. Jim Reed needs a 4. Bill Amick needs a 6. He gets it. Buck Baker needs a 10. So there are some performance chips abounding up top. Let's see if anyone is able to take one of those chips away from Herb Thomas. It's going to be number 4. Rolls a 1. However, Herb Thomas does use one of his chips, so he's only got 1 up top. Lee Petty has 2 in third. The field for you. Herb Thomas and his 92 Hudson is in first. Marshall Teague and his number 6 Hudson in second. Lee Petty and his 42 Plymouth in third. Fonny Flock and his number 14 Chevy is fourth. Jim Reed and his number 7 Chevy is fifth. Bill Amick 6. Buck Baker 7. Cotton Owens 8. Frank Mundy 9. Speedy Thompson 10. Marvin Panch, Jim Pascal, Dick Rathman, Curtis Turner, Johnny Allen, Tim Flock, Junior Johnson, Rex White, Joe Eubanks, Billy Myers, Fred Harb, Red Byron, Herman Beam, Paul Goldsmith, Jimmy Llewellyn, L.D. Austin, and Lloyd Moore. And out of this race, daggone it, 2 DNF. Out of this race are Bill Blair. 49 is Rich Wellborn. And number 22 is going to be Fireball Roberts. We have 3 turns remaining in this race at Occoneechee Speedway in Hillsboro, North Carolina. Turn 18 of 20. That's going to be middle group. Folks hoping to move forward, but there's a lot of chips in their way. That's a problem for the middle group. 35 is going to be driver 3 odd. 3 odd. Dick Rathman. It's going to be a 24 tire rub drop to the front of the bottom group. Let's see if we can fill this. Who can fill the gap? I think I was doing it wrong before, so Billy Myers needs red 4 or less, gets it. And then that's going to put Dick Rathman right there. That is turn 18. Your race leader is still Herb Thomas. He's been leading for the last 10 turns. Only 2 to go. Turn number 19. 40 laps to... Nope, 10 laps to go here. That's going to be a duel. 8 is going to be the number 6 cars in the middle group. So we're going to say Billy Myers needs a red 4. Not looking. Doesn't matter. He's going to go after Fonny Flock. Red 6 doesn't let him do it. However, he's got to see if he can avoid bad. Escape is 8 plus 2 is 10. He gets to stay where he is. Joe Eubanks needs a red 3. Does not get it. His escape is 10, so he'll need an 11, and they get to stay put exactly where they are. Turn 20. Final. We are under the white flag. It is coming out, and they're ripping and roaring the final 20 miles. Here we get close to the end of the race. And we've got top group. Jucking and jiving, and it's heat. I love heat because interesting things happen. Buck Baker needs a 5. All he can do is get rid of his chip for someone else. Heat 1, 2, 3. It's got to be a blue 6. Red 5 or less. Blue 6, not happening. So he uses his chip. Odd, they lose him. And Herb Thomas is vulnerable to someone else. Heat. Lee Petty and Marshall Teague. Lee Petty has 2 chips. He's taking the lead. Does he get to keep his chips? 5, blue 6. Yes, he does, and Marshall Teague is not going to pass him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be, let's just roll, and he's the 5. Blue 6 did not happen. Are they going to use the chips? And there, boom, they keep them. That is your checkered flag coming across here at Occoneechee Speedway in Hillsboro, North Carolina. Your race winner, another final turn pass, number 42, Lee Petty in his Plymouth. Number 6, Marshall Teague in his Hudson, second. Herb Thomas in his 92 Hudson drops to third. Fonnie Flock in his 14 Chevrolet in fourth. Jim Reed in his number 7 Chevrolet in fifth. Bill Amick, Buck Baker, Cotton Owens, Frank Mundy, and Speedy Thompson round out your top 10. Another exciting finish right here in the Pioneer. Well, let's add another race winner, shall we? Lee Petty. Number 42, Plymouth, correct? Yes. Boom. Winner at Hillsboro. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end the season with an all-star race of some sort, which is going to be race winners, qualifying placement, everyone will be in it kind of thing. But yeah, that's boom right there. Lee Petty with the last turn dramatics like Buck Baker last week at Asheville Weaverville. So our next race is going to be from Columbia Speedway in Columbia, South Carolina. It's a half-mile dirt oval. No pit stops will be in it. It's only a 20-turn race. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, support your local short tracks. I guarantee there's one not far from you at all. It's where NASCAR got its start and where some of the best racing happens nearly every weekend. My local tracks are Delmar International Speedway, US 13 Dragway, and Georgetown Speedway. They need the support of fans getting out there and filling the bleachers with their bums. And they're disappearing, so we need to make it stop. Please support your local racers by attending events. But thanks once again for tuning in to Play.com Red, White, and Blue Race and Pioneer Short Track Series brought to you by Federated Auto Parts. Guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower Board Game. Like, comment with a timestamp, subscribe to the channel, click the dinger bell thingy, and I'll see you next time we go racing, guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.